Right, we've got the NI accessibility helper loaded, and then I loaded Maschine 3 with a new project.
New project, Maschine 3
Okay,
window.
and since the recent update, you have to enable the accessibility by pressing the Shift and the play button on the MK3. So I just press Shift and then play.
Accessibility, Shift off.
Okay, and that's turned accessibility on. So now if I switch to the accessibility helper,
NI accessibility helper dash Maschine mk3 window NI access.
and we'll use the up and down arrows.
Control zone.
We've got the control zone at the top.
Screen button zone.
Screen button zone. So the control zone is the 12 buttons in the top left-hand corner. The screen button zone is the 8 buttons across the top above the display.
Non-interactive screen zone.
That's the display. I'll just down arrow again.
Screen knob zone.
Screen knob zone is the 8 touch-sensitive knobs below the display.
Edit zone.
Edit zone. I get this confused.
Audio source none.
Oops, that's me touching the controls. I think that's the buttons. There's 3 buttons, rectangle buttons, and then a large square and a single button. I think it's those buttons, which is right of the D encoder.
Performance zone.
And performance zone, that's the touch sensitive strip with the 4 buttons above it.
Group button zone.
Group button zone, that's the 8 group buttons, which is below the touch sensitive strip.
Transport zone.
Transport zone is the 8 buttons at the bottom left hand side.
Pad input mode zone.
The pad input mode zone is the 5 buttons above the pad.
Pad mode zone.
Sorry, I got that wrong. I think the pad input is the 8 buttons left of the pads. Let's check
Pad
that.
input mode zone. 1 fixed velocity off. 2 pad mode on. 3 keyboard mode off.
Right, so these are the ones above the pads.
Pad mode zone.
Pad mode zone will be the ones to the left of the pads.
1 scene off. 2 pattern off.
There we go, that's right.
Pad zone.
And the pad zone is the 16 pads.
Pad zone.
Okay, right, now gone through that, so I'm just going to up arrow to the top again.
Screen knob zone. Screen button zone. Control zone.
And a few things I've noticed.
1 channel on.
Channel on is the top left.
2 plug-in off.
The top right
3 arranger off.
is the second one down on the left.
4 mixer off.
Is the second one down on the right.
5 browser off.
Third down on the left.
6 sampling off.
Third down on the right.
7 parameter page 1 off.
And that's the parameter page. That's the next one down. Fourth one down on the left.
8 parameter page 1 on.
And that's fourth one down on the right.
9 file off.
Fifth one down on the left.
10 settings off.
Fifth one down on the left, then fifth one down on the right.
11 auto.
And that's the bottom one on the left.
12 macro off.
And the bottom one on the right. Okay.
Screen button zone.
These buttons, they will change based on whereabouts you are, like what you've pressed in the machine device. So like the browser will give you different buttons to the settings. The channel will give you different to the plugin and mixer, etc. So these keep changing.
Non-interactive screen zone.
The display, it doesn't seem to always tell you what's on there.
Screen knob zone.
But I believe the display just shows what the buttons and the encoders are doing. And again, the knobs, they will change based on where you are.
1 audio source none.
Okay, and we go down.
Edit zone. 1 4D encoder.
Right, so that's the 4D encoder in the edit zone.
2 volume, velocity off.
And volume velocity, that's the top button of 3, right of the encoder.
3 swing, position off.
That's the second one down, right of the encoder.
4 tempo, tune off.
And that's the third one down, right of the encoder.
4 tempo, tune off.
Okay, so that's the edit zone, is the encoder and those 3.
Performance zone. 1 note repeat off.
Right,
Unassigned.
note repeat, I believe, is the big square button.
2 lock.
And the lock is the button underneath it. And these are right of the 3 buttons we just covered.
3 pitch off. 4 mod off. 5 perform off. 6 notes off. 6 notes off.
Okay, I'm not sure where this is.
5 perform off. 4 mod off. 3 pitch off. 2 lock. 1 note repeat off. 1 note group unassigned. Performance zone.
Oh, the performance zone. Okay, so the performance zone is not just the 4 buttons I described above the touch strip. It actually includes the big square button and the rectangle button underneath it, which is right of the 3 buttons, just right of the 4D encoder. So, okay, so a little strange, but there you go. So you've got those 4 buttons above the touch strip, and then you've got the big square button above that, and then the rectangle button in between the square button and the 4 buttons. Okay. The other thing is to note is the pads are numbered upside down. So in the software, they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 across the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, next row up, and so on, so you get to 16th on the top row. In the helper software, they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top, 5, 6, 7, 8 second row down, until 16 at the bottom. So it'll take a little getting used to with the numbering. Okay, so let's make a start, and we'll load something. So go to browser, which is the 3rd button down on the left.
Browser.
Right, and if we go up,
Edit zone. Screen knob zone. Non-interactive screen zone. Screen button zone.
go to screen button zone, we press right arrow.
1 previous. Projects disabled. 2 next. Projects.
Okay, so buttons 1 and 2 determine what it is you're going to be searching for in the what you're going to load. So at the moment we've got it on projects. If I press the right arrow, if I press button 2,
Groups. 1 previous. Groups. 2 next. Groups.
right, so we're now on groups,
Sounds.
and that's sounds. I'm just pressing button 2.
Instruments.
Instruments,
Effects.
effects,
Loops.
loops,
Next. One shots disabled.
one shots,
1 previous. 1 shots. 2 next. 1 shots disabled.
Okay, so that's the last one. So if I press button 1,
Previous. Loops. Effects. Instruments. Sounds. Groups.
okay, we're going to stay with groups. So now we're in groups. Let's go across the buttons and see what we got.
2 next. Groups. 1 previous. Groups. 2 next. Groups.
There were the 2 buttons we was just using.
3 locate. 4 user. 5 previous disabled. 6 next. 7 favorites. 8 load.
Okay, so they're the 8 buttons across above the display.
Non-interactive screen zone. Screen knob zone.
Right, now we're going to look at the 8 knobs.
1 category.
So the first one's category,
2 product. Rhythm source.
and we've got 2 as product, and that's selected on rhythm source.
3 bank.
Bank,
4 sub-bank.
sub-bank,
5 type. All types. 6 subtype. 7 character. 8 preset. Concrete street kit.
okay. And you can select it with these encoders, or you can use the 4D encoder. So if I just turn the encoder,
DEM Cruise Kit. Distant Sound Kit. Donkey Shoe Kit. Dove Killer Kit. For You Kit. Forbidden Fruits Kit. Funky Donkey Kit. Glass House Kit. Half Step Kit. Hallelujah Kit. Hot Flash Kit. Into the Stars Kit. Joga Kit. Calio Kit. Kazoi Kit. Keizumi Kit. Lasher Kit. Lalo Kit.
Right, so we're going to choose that kit. I'm just going to press the 4D encoder in.
Busy. Browser.
Okay, so that's loaded a kit. Now if I'm just pressing the group buttons, you've got the 8 buttons above the transport buttons at the bottom. So I'm just going to press the top left one.
Lalo Kit on.
It says Lalo Kit on, so that's loaded into group A. If I press the second one along,
Group B1 on.
it says group B1 on, there's nothing loaded there. So we go back to the top left.
Lalo Kit on.
Right, okay. Now I'm just going to press the pads along the bottom row. Okay. There you go, and then the next row up. And next one. And this is top row. Okay, and there you go, and that's how you'd load a group, and you'd do the same thing if you wanted to load say an instrument on one pad. So if I go to group B,
Group B1 on.
and we just check we're still in the browser.
Non-interactive screen button zone. 1 previous, groups.
Yep, so we're still in the browser, so I'm going to press the number 2, the button 2 across the top.
Next, sounds.
And we go one more.
Instruments.
Right, okay, we've got instruments. Let's
Non-interactive screen knob zone. 1 category, preset, NKS in it. 1 category, all categories.
okay.
2 product, all products. 3 bank,
Let's
product, all products. 40 SVO drums.
scroll
Battery,
through.
Basasian T, blocks primes. Cloud supply, Cuba, drum lab. Electric key, Empire brakes. Glaze, Glaze 2. Ignition keys, India, JC Audion, carrier Ma. Kinetic, contact. Contour. Low Fi glow. Massive X, melted vibes. Middle East, microprism. Melted vibes. Massive X.
There we go, we chose Massive X.
1 category, all categories. 2 product, Massive X. Category, product, bank, all banks. Beam. Bounce. Bump. Charge. Drive, fade. Haze. Fade, drive, charge, bump, bounce. Beam. All banks. Subbank. Type, all types. Bass.
There we go, we look at bass.
Subtype, all subtypes. Fingered. Line, picked.
We'll have a look at picked.
Preset, character, all characters.
I'm going to say all characters, and we'll just have a look.
Preset, chappy stick. Lazy thumb. Piglo. Lazy thumb. Chappy stick. Lazy thumb.
Let's do lazy thumb. And we can press button 8 to load.
Busy, load.
Okay. Now if I press the bottom left pad, we get that sound. But press another pad and we get nothing. So if I press the second pad above the 16 pads, the
Keyboard mode page.
keyboard mode, now when I press the pads it should play that bass on the keyboard. Okay, and if I go up to the buttons,
Non-interact screen button zone. 1 keyboard on. 2 unassigned. 3 unassigned. 4 user CHD. 5 octave minus. 6 octave plus.
so let's go 5 octave minus.
Octave minus.
And we'll see where we are. We'll go down one more.
Octave minus.
There we go. So that's loading the instrument into a pad, and you could repeat that process and load an instrument on each of the 16 pads.